We love it. We have fun together, and it started as just friends who love each other and want to play music together. And now we're new friends, and we love each other, and we want to play music together. So, yeah, there we go.
This is Live at the Hall from the Country Music Hall of Fame and Museum. This week, award-winning bluegrass band Sister Sadie performs for a live audience at the museum's Ford Theater.
Walking down this railroad track, I got tears in my eyes, trying to read a letter from my home. And if this train runs me right, Lord, I'll be home by tomorrow night. 'Cause I'm 900 miles from my home. Ooh, Lord, I hate to hear that lonesome whistle blow. Well, this train I ride on is 100 coaches long. Hear that whistle blow 100 miles. And if this train runs me right, Lord, I'll be home by tomorrow night. 'Cause I'm 900 miles from my home. Ooh, Lord, I hate to hear that lonesome whistle blow. pawn you my chain, pawn you my gold and diamond ring. And if this train run me right, Lord, I'll be home by tomorrow night. 'Cause I'm 900 miles from my home. Ooh, Lord, I hate to hear that lonesome whistle blow. Well, I'm walking down this railroad track. I got tears in my eyes, trying to read a letter from my home. Lord, and if this train run me right, then I'll be home by tomorrow night. 'Cause I'm 900 miles from my home. Ooh, Lord, I hate to hear that lonesome whistle blow. Ooh, 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 ooh.
Okay, I'll start. I started playing when I was 9. Santa Claus brought me a fiddle for Christmas that year. And I started taking some lessons here locally at the Blair School of Music from a fiddle teacher. So I learned to read music. I learned to play fiddle tunes, and that's really all I wanted to do. Just play bluegrass music. I am from a musical family. Both my grandfathers played, and my dad plays guitar. So my brother's a clogger, so I just grew up around it, going to local square dances. I'm actually from about 20 miles west of here. Kingston Springs is where I grew up. And we just did local house concerts, you call them now, but they were square dances to us back then. And just grew up around my family playing and knew I wanted to do that. I remember being 8 years old and seeing this little girl playing on Channel 8 on PBS. And she had blonde hair. She was a little bitty girl playing, and I remember wanting to do that. So Santa Claus somehow heard me and brought me a fiddle next year for Christmas. So there's my story. Mary?
Well, I had a heck of a lot of siblings, so I'm one of 10. And we all grew up playing music. I don't remember life without it. And when I was 3 years old, I started taking cello lessons. We played classical. And I'd go home, and the cello stuff that I'd learned, I'd go pick it out on the piano. So I don't remember not knowing how to pick up an instrument and just pick out a tune on it. And when I tried teaching a couple years later, I didn't know that everybody couldn't do that. I don't teach anymore. But I don't know life without it. I do it because I love it, and I'm never going to stop doing it. So that's me.
Come on down the mountain, Katie Daly. Come on down the mountain, Katie Doo. Can't you hear us calling, Katie Daly? We want to drink your good old Mountain Dew.
kind of always played music. I've grown up in a very musical family. I started playing fiddle when I was 4, and that was my first instrument. And then I moved on to guitar when I was like 8 years old, and then I started getting really serious about it when I started songwriting. And I guess I never knew a life without music. My dad has always been in bands. He's in a band called the Grascals, and my mom is a booking agent and a manager, and she had a band called Petticoat Junction, which is really funny because she was in Petticoat Junction with my mom. How old were you? Like 18? She was 18, and now I'm 20 in a band with her, so it's funny. Full circle moment. But yeah, never knew a life without music.
First time that you see me, I'll be harmless enough. You're as an angel, but you're dancing with danger. First time you ever pick me up. I'm a calming cup of communion. All you good sinners gather round. Bring unto me what you want to set free, and I'll burn it to hell going down. Unholy water from that well upon the hill, dripping from a copper still, the devil's own daughter, quenching the thirst of the damned. I am unholy water. Well, I've turned brother against brother, and I've turned friend against friend. Made many a lone man go crooked, led preachers to a life of sin. And I've stolen mamas away from their babies, tracked daddies away from their homes. May put up a fight, but I ain't satisfied until I get you all alone. Unholy water from that well upon the hill, dripping from a copper still, the devil's own daughter, quenching the thirst of the damned. I am unholy water, quenching the thirst of the damned. I am unholy water, unholy water.
I have a similar background to Deanie. Ironically enough, kind of learning how to play or letting somebody know that I was interested at Christmas time. I grew up, my grandfather was a square dancer, so I went to all the dancing competitions. Learned how to clog and went to all the clogging. My parents took me all over the country to clogging competitions. And they'd asked me to be on TV. I'm from a little town in North Carolina called Starr, North Carolina. And so they called me from the big city of Raleigh and asked me to come over and dance on a Christmas program there. And the host, asked me what I wanted for Christmas that year. I was 7 years old at the time. And I don't know why I said it at the time, but I said, I want a banjo. And I didn't get one for Christmas that year, but I did get one for my 8th birthday. And so that's kind of how I grew up. Yeah. Being in the music, just my parents took me everywhere. They were like the soccer moms and dads of Bluegrass.
Don't
love another, don't wait to tell me so. I've been lost in love before and now I've got to know. Tell me what you're hoping, tell me what you dream. Is your heart drifting or is it love I see? Oh, tell me how you feel. I've been around the ocean, I've been around the sea. I've been everywhere in life that meant the most to me. Don't tell me stories, don't tell me lies. Give me all the love that I see in your eyes. Tell me what you're hoping, tell me what you dream. Is your heart adrifting or is it love I see? Oh, tell me how you feel. Tell me what you dream. Is your heart drifting or is it love I see? Oh, tell me how you feel.
I guess I started playing bass when I was 18. Nice. So, yeah, a little bit less time than everybody else, but I guess I grew up singing with my family in church, and started playing violin in the school orchestra in the 6th grade. Had a great music teacher who kind of guided me along. And I went to Merle Fest when I was in high school. I'd say like when I was a freshman in high school, I started going there. It's a festival in North Carolina. And I saw people playing traditional music, which I had never heard. I grew up on the coast of South Carolina, and I just didn't hear that sort of thing. I saw a band playing. They were from Alaska. They were called Barefoot. And they were fronted by 3 women, and there were a couple guys in the band, but the women just drove the show, and there was a woman playing the bass. And a light bulb went off. I thought, I could do that, I guess. I don't see why not, because at that point I was just playing violin. And I wanted to play something bigger, so here I am.
That Georgia sun was blood red and going down. That Georgia sun was blood red and going down. Daddy said, now come, girl, we're headed down the road to Augusta. And frankly, through his clenched teeth, he called Mama's name and then he cussed her. He said, girl, I know you're young, but some dude has come and stole your mother. And you can't steal a willing mind, well, Mama's always looking for a lover. That Georgia sun was blood red and going down. That Georgia sun was blood red and going down. That Georgia sun was blood red and going down. That Georgia sun was blood red and going down. With dusty teardrops on his face, my daddy cried in big steps he was taking. Halfway running to keep up, my shoulder legs were so tired and shaking. Where did I go wrong, girl? Why would she leave us both this way? At times like this, a child of 10 never knows exactly what to say. That Georgia sun was blood red and going down. That Georgia sun was blood red and going down. That Georgia sun was blood red and going down. That Georgia sun was blood red and going down. honky-tonk as well. And finally Daddy found them, and Lord, you know the rest was hard to tell. He sent me out to wait, but scared I looked back through the door. And Daddy left them both soaking up the sawdust on the floor. That Georgia sun was blood red and going down. That Georgia sun was blood red and going down. That Georgia sun was blood red and going down. That Georgia sun was blood red and going down.
Deanie Richardson over there on the fiddle, your 2020 IBMA Fiddle Player of the Year.